Shop LC. We are Shop LC. By the way, I want to just quickly go over to, because you're watching us obviously on some form of our social media or perhaps the website. We are on Instagram. We are on TikTok. We are on Twitter or whatever they're calling it these days. We're on, what's the new one? Threads. Threads? Is it Threads? Yes.
Oh, you kids.
Yeah. I know. Right? We're on that. Facebook, did I mention that, obviously? And, of course, our website, shoplc.com. So, a lot of ways that you can check out our variety of product and the live streams. So, find us on whatever social media you're not on there. Check us out there, because we always have little different nuances to all the different types of social media. Listen, the show today is all about, it's all about gold with an asterisk after that, because we are also going to revisit later on some of the items this morning that we just honestly ran out of time and didn't have a chance to get to. And so Stephanie was behind the scenes here, and I thought, you know what, we got to get to these items. There's some really, really, really good gemstones we didn't get to this morning, and so we're going to get to them this afternoon. We'll give you a full presentation so you can see exactly what is going on there. So yes, it is golden deals, plus we're going to have some other things as well. We're actually, speaking of gold, we're going to be covering 10, 14, 18, we've got it all pretty much. So basically all the caratages. We're going to start with 10 carat, because that is what I've always called the affordable gold. And this is a great example of that. You know what I'm going to do? Let me just, wow, they actually got the right sizes. Size 10, perfect. So, I was going to say, this is designed in sizes 5 through 10. Anyone can wear this. It really is a style of ring. It's got this superhero vibe to me for some reason. So
love that.
Yeah. That's where my mind goes to. So, not that the women necessarily care about that as much, but for the guys, it kind of has that feel. I don't know. But it is 10 karat gold, and it is a very, very, very durable gold. One of the things I like to do in these internet shows, since we can do a little bit more free-form presentations, we're not under time constraints as much, as I will go into a lot of detail and a lot of information. Sometimes it's background information about gold. Some of you might know this, but there's someone who might be hearing it for the first time. So just bear with me as I do cover some of the basics. For instance, 10 karat gold is, in this country, in the United States, the minimum gold content that we can offer and legally sell it as gold. If we went to some countries like England, they have 9 karat. We actually operate a sister network, 2 of them now actually, in the UK, where we can sell 9 karat. We can't do that here, but we can sell 10 karat gold. It is just under 50% pure gold. So there's a mix of other alloys, and that is true of 14 karat and 18 karat and 20 and 22 karat, which we have. But what you get with this formula is a color that really is akin to almost a 14 karat. Yes, it can be a little bit brighter, but it is beautiful. Incidentally, since these shows are interactive, if you have questions, just drop them into the chat. If you want to buy the item that we're showing you, sold and then 101 in this case would be our first item. So that's all that you would put in the little chat bar there. Easy to do that as well. If you want to buy it and go to shoplc.com, because we have a bunch of sizes, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, you can check that out as well. So just go to our website and order there. We have a login/join us feature on the very top, little button you'll see. Click that. Obviously, new customer, you'll want to join us. We'll get some information. And incidentally, once you have all of that set up, download the app, the Shop LC app. We just did an update. I just downloaded last night or this morning, I guess it was. So we have some new things we've done there. Anyway, there's a fast buy feature. It is the easiest way to order. It's one click on the app, so it's really cool once you're registered with us. But anyway, so this is this very cool little triangular shape design. The gold triangular portion of this is, I'm going to call that just shy. It's almost a 3/4 of an inch, so almost 3/4 of an inch in length, and it's all gold. There's no gemstones here. It is all 10 karat gold. If you wanted to do some engraving to that top surface, probably could. A good jeweler could do something there. Yeah. I'm just looking at this. I don't see any reason why they couldn't, because that is a flat surface of 10 karat up on the top, and there's a lot of surface area there, so you could add something design-wise to it. Be a very cool pinky ring as well. It's one of those rings that works great on any finger. In fact, it's an index finger ring. That, well, I'm going to push my luck. if I put it on my index finger. But it would be a cool look. It would be a really good look. So you've got a lot of different ways that you could possibly wear that. Our website is chock full of information that is always helpful. You can always read our highlights of this. It is indeed crafted in 10-karat yellow gold. And
I enjoy it.
No, I do too, Stephanie. That's why. Sometimes I wonder who writes some of these things. Just read the one word on the website where it says, "For the bold and beloved." It's so sweet.
The bold and beloved.
Bold and beloved. I watched that soap opera. It's fantastic.
It was a good one.
Yes. It's right. It's designed for the woman who's both a hero in her sock. I thought I could read it in one straight sentence without losing it. No,
you can do it.
Designed for the woman who's both a hero in her saga and a lover in her romance. So isn't that sweet?
That makes sense.
I love that. I have no idea. Hero in her saga. Anyway, sometimes things get lost in translation. I feel like it was a Google Translate used there that just didn't work out. But it is actually, there is some information here I should pass on to you also on the website, because it mentions Luxoro Luxury. This is from our Luxoro collection. What is Luxoro? For someone who's new, you're wondering, what does he mean by that? Luxoro is our collection of 10-karat gold. We, as a company, Shop LC, manufacture a lot of the jewelry that you see. Not everything, but a lot of it. We will get to some closeouts later on that we don't make. We make the Luxoro line. So anything you buy in that line of 10-karat gold, it's all 10 karat, will be consistent in the gold color. Because it goes back to that formula I mentioned earlier. Some companies will tweak things a little bit. So the color in Company A's 10 karat might not be the same as Company B's 10 karat. Ours will be consistent. So it is part of the Luxoro collection. So you can shop with confidence knowing if you have, and we'll show you some more. In fact, it's a pendant that is going to match this in just a second that will also be in 10 karat gold. So that is a wonderful way. And I keep getting my fingerprints on this, and that's all I'm doing. If you're wondering why I'm rubbing against my shirt, it looks so nice. I want to keep it nice and clean and neat. That is a good looking ring. I like that one. In 10 karat. Incidentally, I'm just going to give you a heads up here. We have the pendant coming up next. We will get to Stephanie and I's favorite ring. I think I can speak for you, can't I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Coming up in just a little while as well. That will be an 18 karat. So keep this one in mind. What did you do with the little, there it is, the little ring stand. Now the pendant, right here.
And that chain will be next.
And the chain that it's on is coming up next. Same size. The pendant is exactly the same size as the ring. So if you picked up on the ring, the pendant will be exactly the same in size. So it is the perfect match. It is $149.99 for the coordinating pendant. This, by the way, 5 payments on this. So 5 payments of $30 can get this home as well. This is the perfect match. Absolutely perfect companion piece for the ring that we just showed you. And so again, the same design, same look, same idea in 10 karat yellow gold. We love our 10 karat gold because, like I said before, it is durable, being just under 50% pure gold. There's a durability factor. Not that you have to be careful with 18 karat gold, but with 10 karat, there's just a worry-free aspect to it that is wonderful. You put it on, you enjoy wearing it, you don't have to babysit it. And really the only care, and this is the big thing with all gold, the only care really is, like you saw me do, get a little fingerprint or something on it, just polish that off, and it's going to look good as new again and again. There's always questions that come through. So I like to use these formats to answer some of the questions that many times people do ask. How do I clean this? How do I care for this? Now, in the past, we used to sell a lot of ultrasonic cleaners on TV shopping networks. They're great for some things and absolutely horrible for other things. Gemstones and settings, you got to be really careful about an ultrasonic cleaner. I have an ultrasonic cleaner at home. I use it on gold. I've never had an issue, ever, ever, ever. It's one of the best ways to clean it. Now, if you don't have one of those, honestly, one of the best things to do, a very mild detergent, like a Dawn, or a Palmolive, very mild detergent.
Palmolive.
little warm water. They still make that, don't they?
I don't know.
I don't. Maybe they don't.
Remember
You know
you're
what?
soaking in it.
So that's exactly right. Madge, the manicurist. Yes, I can picture those commercials like with yesterday. They may not. That's a good point. They may not even still make it. But whatever mild detergent that you have in your store, in some warm water, let it soak in there, and then take a nice microfiber cloth and just clean it off that way. I wouldn't use a paper towel or anything that can sometimes leave lint behind, but a microfiber wouldn't do that. All right, now I gotta look. It's gonna bug me. Just talk amongst yourselves.
Palm olive's still a thing.
And it has to be.
I mean, what would the manicurists use?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what are all the manicurists that are working this afternoon using? Well, Amazon, Target Target, Walmart, they do have Palmolive. So you can buy a Walmart Palmolive for $1.49.
Thank
so
goodness.
Glad to know that still exists. Anyway, but no, that is, and that also, I wonder if it's still on my Facebook. I did a Facebook Live some years ago. It might have been on my old work Facebook now that I think about it, so it would be gone. But I showed how I personally clean jewelry, and I cleaned some silver, and I cleaned some gold, and some gemstones from my kitchen. So I'll have to do that again sometime, because it was always a very handy video to make reference to. And I did. I just mixed up some Dawn in a little warm water and used that to clean some of my gold, and it works beautifully. Silver can be a different thing, but we'll talk about that some other time. So because it's 10 karat, where I was going with this, it is durable gold, so that's really the only care that you would ever need to worry about. I have yet to come upon a piece of 10 karat that was ever dented. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you can find a way to do it, but it is pretty tough to harm 10 karat. The chain this pendant is on will be the next thing that we talk about, so we're going to get to that in just a moment or two. We have a number of chains, and one of the nice things about this is they're all going to be a little bit different. They're all going to have their own little nuances, so we can talk about what makes this one special, what makes that one special, and if you have any questions at all, again, please feel free to post your questions in the comment box, however you're watching us. Let's be honest, I have to be honest, the TikTok comments we don't necessarily always see, so don't be mad if you post something in TikTok comments and we don't get to it, because we're probably just not seeing it. But Instagram, Facebook, all of those kind of places you can find us. And by the way, if you are watching us on TikTok, would you please like me on TikTok? I need more people following me. I've finally made a commitment to post more things on TikTok. So I've been dragged kicking and screaming into TikTok.
It's fun though, right?
Well, it is kind of fun. Yeah, I'm
kind
still
of
trying to
fun.
figure out the algorithm. Why are they showing me this? I really don't care about this.
Yeah.
And who are some of these people that have 8,000 likes for everything they post? Chain, 10 karat yellow gold rope that it is on. I'm just going to leave the pendant on there because it just shows you.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, it's good looking, and it just shows you what a perfect little drop that is. And it just, the Bismarck is going to be coming up later on as well, how it works beautifully on the rope. This is a 10 karat, 22-inch long rope chain. That's only $119?
I mean, and then the pendant was what,
$149?
$149. So that's a big look for under $300.
Listen, what's the item number on this one?
The SKU? 7592474. Oh, but we're on 103. So this is 103.
Oh, okay. So I was going to say, wait a minute. Let's see. We'll get you the right information here. But anyway, this is a 10 karat. I want to make sure the size, 474, 22-inch long chain. That price.
1.5 grams. I know. So it doesn't add up.
No, it does not add up. 1.5 grams of 10 karat yellow gold for $119.
Oh yeah, you're looking at your price sheets too.
Yes.
Me too.
This is, now we're both confused.
No, I didn't. Oops. It's the right SKU though.
That's why I double checked the number.
I was like, why is he doubting? Like, what is?
Listen. You got to be jumping on this as quick as you can. We only have 7 of these. I'm hoping because that's what my information says. Either way, This is definitely not supposed to be $119.99. This is the price we have right here is vastly higher than $119.99. So I don't want to call it out too much, lest someone from the executive team is watching this and because no, this is here's the other reason why I paused when we were given this price is the gram limit, 1.5 grams. To buy 10 carat these days for under $100 per gram doesn't happen. That is an extra exceptional price. If you don't have a 10 karat gold rope chain, you should be jumping in on this, especially the 22-inch length, which is a tough size to find. Man, at $119, no messing around. This you've got to be grabbing, and it's a rope. Classic size, classic style. Anyone can wear this. Man can wear it, a woman can wear it. Put a pendant on it, doesn't need it. Stands on its own beautifully. For that price, to get a 22-inch long rope. Gold chains come in the same sizes everywhere. 18, 20, then the gap, 24. That's it. For anyone that needs a 22-inch long chain, it's usually a custom order. It is very, very, very difficult to find a 22-inch long chain. Christmas of 2000, my goal was to find my dad a 22-inch long chain. That's what he wanted for Christmas. I was again working for, I guess we would have been Value Vision at the time, went to our gold buyers, said, what do we have for 22-inch long chains? They had nothing in the inventory in a 22-inch long, but it had to be a rope, so 22-inch long rope. So, living where I did, Mall of America bound, biggest mall in the country at the time, literally, the last jewelry store I went into had a 22-inch long rope, singular, one. And there's a lot of jewelry stores and a lot of department stores at that mall. So, and I had to pay full retail, you know, for your dad, you do what you have to, but even back then, I know I shelled out a lot more than $119.99 for a 22-inch long rope. Very difficult to find chain. Love the diamond cutting that is done on these pieces. The clasp on this is a lobster claw. Durable, strong, always going to look good. At that price of $119, gram and a half doesn't seem like a lot. It is for a rope chain because it's divided among the whole of the 22 inches. That is exceptional. That is exceptional, exceptional, exceptional at $119.99. We have 5 payments on this. So $24 is all that's due. So if you put $24 on your credit card right now, you can get this home. 5-star rated items. 5-star rated, the necklace is well made, wears comfortably. I'm just reading from the website. Judy left this one. Well made and wears comfortably. I love the quality of this necklace. Anthony, yes, I like it. Suzanne, worth every dollar. Beautiful. With a heart after it, nice and bright. Classy, Colleen said, is very good. Beautiful. I mean, lots and lots and lots of reviews on this on our website, so you can check those out for yourself and see what others have to say about this 22-inch long rope. You'll get it home for yourself, and you'll see why everyone is so pleased with this. To get a 10, which again, durable gold, that's important for a rope, because rope chains, they can take some abuse. Even just in the simple act of putting it on and taking it off, they can take some abuse. There's no worry when you have 10 karat gold. At that price, for a 22-inch long, 10 karat gold rope, oh my word. There's no way, based on this, we're supposed to be doing that price. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you want one, again, in the comment box, sold in the number, or go to the website, shoplc.com, always the easiest way. By the way, if you are watching us on Facebook, go ahead and share it. It'd be wonderful if you would share what you're watching with others, with your other friends, so they can see exactly what's going on, especially if they love jewelry, if they love gold or gems. We're going to revisit some of the gems we didn't get to this morning later on in the show, but we're going to get you warmed up with some gold here first. Now let's back up and go back over something I mentioned earlier, how we manufacture a lot of our gold, and then occasionally we get closeouts. I think this next one is one of the closeout opportunities that we have. These are 10 karat gold earrings in a door knocker style, and they are magnificent. So beautiful, so feminine. $217.99 is your price. let me measure these quickly. And then I'm going to do a little just tour of my own here just to double check something. Now the side, actually hang on. I'm going to have to take this off to really measure this. So the drop, oh that's not removable. I'm sorry, I thought the little door knocker part was removable. It is not, never mind. Total length is inch and a quarter. They've hidden that so well, and this is engineered beautifully. From the side, you can kind of see there's a little ring there that is holding the door knocker portion in place. So it's not just going to be free moving among this whole big drop, which at first glance I thought it was, but no, it is suspended in there. So I guess that's a good way to see it's not going to come off in any way. So that is attached on. They sometimes do these convertible where you can take the bottom part off and just wear the top part on its own. We had one of those, must have been a couple weeks ago now. But no, this is all attached together, which can be a good thing so you never lose any parts or components of this. What was I going to say? Oh, the fact is, can you scroll a little bit for me? Because I just want to see if it mentions anything. It's made, well, okay, here's, silly me. Here's how I know this is not one we manufactured. This is Italian made. It is made in Italy. We don't have, yet, maybe someday we will, a factory in Italy. So the fact that this is Italian made, that's where in the back of my head I was saying we didn't make these because again, these are Italian made. Why does that matter? Okay, first off, it means we probably got these as part of a closeout. We manufacture our own, and then we do closeout opportunities where we go to a vendor, we go to a manufacturer, they have overstocks, whatever it could be, and we buy the lot. Some of the best deals you'll find are going to be the closeouts. We do great things on our own, cutting out the middleman, but when we can do a closeout, then you're going to find many times brand name items, things that have been for sale retail, but we got the closeout, and so now you get a chance to get them for much less than they would have been retail. This is a $1,200 retail value earring.
Speaking of which, I went shopping.
Where'd you go?
I just perused the web, and this is what I came up with.
What'd you come up with?
Oh, it's some hoops. They're hoops.
Yes.
But they're not hoops like this.
Not hoops like this.
They're not Italian. Well, they could be Italian.
Could be Italian. Yeah.
They're a little bit more expensive than ours.
Should I look behind me?
Yeah, maybe.
No!
Oh, hello.
Wow. Now, let's see. Let me just match. Okay, first problem. Smaller gram weight, 1.4. These are 2.35. So the gram weight's less. Hoop earring, $779.16. Size is similar, inch and a half, give them that, but $779. That's the reality of things. Now here's the other thing, and I'm going to need some calculator assistance here. So let me just do some quick math. 779 divided by 1.4. So that's about $556 a gram.
Oh, ow.
Yeah, that's major difference. About $500 per gram, whereas this, it's going to be under 100. Let me find out for sure. I'm not going to do the pennies. 92.
We've got 24 karat gold coming up for less than what they're selling to.
That's true. Yes, there is 24 karat coming up.
Yeah.
That will be less than that. Yes, there are. And in fact, we have 18 karat, almost everything. There's really only about one piece that is going to be more money than that. So yeah. you are going to get in on the best gold prices around. Now, I love-hate with this industry. Everybody's different. Every host has their own personality, their own way of doing things. I've never been one of those who is going to tell you to buy something simply because the markets are saying the price is going this way or the price is going this way. You know, that's not why I buy. You buy something because you like it. I have to be realistic though, and this is only because when I'm home during the day, since there's no such thing as good daytime television anymore, I watch a lot of CNBC.
There's no Bold and whatever it was.
I wish I could remember now. It's such a great line.
It was such a great line.
Since they canceled the Bold and
okay, no, we're gonna come up with it.
The Bold and the Beloved, since that went off the air. That was such a mistake canceling that. But anyway, I watch a lot of CNBC, and I've heard a couple people on there now, real experts, say that the price of gold is probably going to start going up. So when I'm hearing it from these people, then okay, I might want to listen. In fact, Stephanie and I were just talking about this before the show, about all the gold we bought in the 1990s. And if we'd known then what we know now, how much more we would have bought, because it was the early 2000s when the price of gold started to go up. So I don't know. I hear these guys on real experts say these things, then yeah, I'm a little more inclined to say, if you've been thinking about it and if you like them. If you don't like them, then yeah, don't buy them. But if you like them, then yeah, it might be time to get in when we have gold prices like this. In fact, someone just described it on their review as the look of money. These earrings just, I like the way she phrased this. Yeah. These earrings just say you are doing well. Yeah. Yes, they do.
Life is good, right?
Life is good, you're doing well. They do. You know, that is really a good analogy for that, because these door knocker styles, it has that, it's not the same hoop, it's not the same button earring. It is something different. They do, just the way they frame the face, there's a lot of gold showing forward, so they really do look like you have a lot of gold on, and earrings are your most important accessory. They do frame the face beautifully, and so that is a good one for a lot of reasons. But in particular, that just the look, the design, the style, the fact that you are buying gold. And yeah, if you haven't been buying gold jewelry, this might be the time to do it. It was very telling to me, too. Back a couple months ago, I have a ring at home, a gold and diamond ring. It's been in the family for a long time, and no one's wearing it. So I thought, you know what, I wonder what I can get for this if I were to sell it. Every jeweler and it's got a nice diamond in it too. Every jeweler I went to didn't care at all about the diamond. They wanted to buy it for the gold, and that was it. That's all they cared about, really. Yeah, my mind was blown at that. So if I just had one jeweler say that, then I would have, thought, okay, whatever. But to have every jeweler I went to say, and they were very honest. They said, yeah, it's a great diamond, but that's meaningless to us. We want the gold, so. I just hung on to the ring, so we'll see what happens. I'll put it on eBay or something someday. But anyway, let's see. We're moving on. Congratulations if you've picked up on any of the gold pieces. We have a lot more to get to. We are going to change gears at some point, revisit some of the gems from this morning. And if you have any questions about anything that I'm showing you here, please let me know in the chat box, and we'll hopefully get a chance to interact with you.
This makes sense.
I don't know how many, well, here, let's see here. How many of these do we have?
I put the personal shopper number up because I am showing we have more than
that's what I was going to ask.
The website.
Okay. So yeah, so call the personal shopper on this one, because the website says we have size 8 only. Maybe they ran it on TV since this was printed, I don't know. But there's just a few in sizes 5, 6, 7, and 8. So yeah, call the personal shoppers. They might be able to help you out, because the website is just showing one size. But yeah, we show 4 sizes. Anyway, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This takes everything I just said about 10 karat and doubles it, because we're showing you 18 karat to begin with, which is 75% pure gold. So a lot more of the rich, real, pure gold. You know what? My head's blocked. I'm going to step out for just a second, because all I want you to see is that ring. All I want you to see, front, and notice the inside as well. Look at the inside of that ring, because do you see how it's finished so perfectly? It is finished perfectly on the inside. Beautiful panther design. This is a panther link for those that don't know what we call this, the 3 rows. It looks like a brick wall. That is a panther design. The ring is manufactured in a process called electroforming. There's a little hole you just saw in the background there. It'll come back around again in a second. That's there for a purpose, which I will get into if you don't know how electroformed jewelry is made. But just look how stunning that ring is. And it's 10 times as beautiful in person. So, man. Oh. And again, unisex. Guys, I want to see some gentlemen getting in on this one too. This is an 18 karat. Let me get you a measurement. Width is 3/16 of an inch wide. This ring, now, let me check. Let me just make sure again. Yeah, this price that I'm showing right now is below what it was earlier today. This is, and again, this is the right ring, right? 276? Yeah. It is. So you're $30 below where this ring was this morning. So, oh my word. $149.99.
If we get size 6 back in, I'm buying it.
Yeah, I'm with you. We did have size 6 for the moment. It's out of stock. Stephanie's working to see if we can get these loaded back in here. Because for the moment, it's size 8 only, which works out great for me. Pinky ring size, perfect. I love that. Oh, man. This is 75% pure gold for a couple dollars above where we've been doing 10 karat gold. We love our 10 karat. We love our 18 karats from our Ileana collection, which is our own line.
And you're going to get the box?
I know. It comes in the presentation. If you've not seen our Ileana...
I only have a Rhapsody box.
Boxes. Yeah, I see the Rhapsody.
Yeah.
It's similar to the Rhapsody wood box. They're a beautiful brown wood box. On the inside, it's lined. You have that finish on the inside that is just so worthy of an 18 karat gold piece of jewelry. So this at $149, this is Vermeil pricing. But it's not Vermeil. This is 18 karat gold. Now, instead of explaining that little hole right there, because how they make an electroform piece is they basically make the shape of the ring out of wax. Then it's coated in this way that gold gets drawn to it. And again, this is Reader's Digest version. Then they melt away through that hole the wax that was on the inside once the gold hardens, because obviously wax melts at a lot lower temperature than gold. So then the wax is drained out, everything's cleaned off and finished, and you have this shell of a ring, which is all 18 karat gold. That is a solid band inside and out all the way around in 75% pure gold. The luxury of owning and wearing 18 karat in a ring that is going to fit so comfortably on the hand, because it is finished with that wall of gold on the inside.
That's pretty close. I
Wow.
like ours better, because ours is more of a panther link.
I would take, and again, to each his own. There are some people watching who would probably say, boy, I wish you'd do that ring. But I'm with Stephanie. The panther design, I like more than this. This is $1,240, 18 karat yellow. Oh, and something to keep in mind too, and this is again for someone that's new to Shop LC, I would bet you anything that if on their website you change this from a 7 to a larger size, that price goes up.
They do that.
Yeah, any other retailer, any other shopping network for that matter, many times will do that. We don't do that. Now they're releasing, it looks like, some other sizes bit by bit
got a
here.
size 7 showing up now.
So a size 7 is there. For the moment, it's still 7 and 8. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people waiting. But get whatever size you can. This, I will tell you right now, is not one you're going to want to look at having resized just because of that electroform process. Jewelers are going to pass on sizing that. Find a different finger for it. It would be a thumb ring. It would be an index finger ring. In fact, it'd be very cool.
Thumb ring? How do you know what your thumb ring
Very
size
cool.
is? I don't have a thumb ring.
You know what? Without a means of measuring, it's hard to know what your thumb size would be. I have one thumb ring at home, and I don't even remember. I'm technically I'm a 9 3/4 on my ring finger, and can't remember what my thumb size is, but it's usually a larger size. So 7 and 8 probably more suited for a pinky ring, anyways. But that is a really, really, really good looking ring. Stephanie's refreshing.
One size 6.
Keep seeing this screen refresh here of the website. And so we've got some people hopefully working on releasing these. Yeah. But for the moment, size 7, size 8 are what we have. 5 budget payments. This is a $1,239 retail value ring that you're buying right now for $149.99. This is gorgeous and absolutely beautiful. It takes everything we love about 18 karat, which is 75% pure gold, the darker, richer color, the elegance of it, the sophistication of it, and just kicks everything up a notch. That, at this price of $149.99, you are stealing this ring from us. This is one that you're absolutely stealing from us, that price. Obviously, with our blessing. If you're loving it and you want to order, again, I would suggest going to the website for the time being to check out what sizes we have. That way you can get a current read on that. Oh my gosh. Love that. And again, if you're watching the show on Facebook, share us with your friends so they can see what's going on as well. Because if you know someone who would love that ring,
And here's the personal shopper number. So
Personal shopper, yes, please.
That.
Call them about those sizes to see if there's others available. 877-899-0490. I'll step out of the way just so you can see that phone number at home if you need to. Make note of it, write it down. They are there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they can help you find things that we don't have. If you need something custom made, they can even go so far as to help you with that. So that's their phone number, and they're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So do contact your personal shoppers, and they'll let you know about the sizes that may or may not exist in that ring. Anyway, we are getting back into the 10 carat, I believe, with our Rollo. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah.
The Rollo bracelet.
794. I think it's on that little bust, that neck. Yeah.
Okay. Again, playing with words here. I was looking for a Rollo link. I was not looking for this. This is a lot fancier than a basic Rollo link.
Yeah.
A lot fancier. So that's why I didn't spot this right away. A Rollo link. Let me explain what traditionally a Rollo link is. If you ever as a kid made a paper chain out of construction paper, that was a Rollo link. You took a ring, you took another ring, locked it through, took another ring, locked it, you know what I mean. That's a Rollo link. It's a very basic link chain. This is fancy. This is not what I think of when I think of Rollo link. I can see there's Rollo elements to it, but there's a lot more than that. This is a heavy gram weight piece, 4.2 grams. It is also under $100 per gram now at $357.99 for a very fancy design. It says 7.5 to 8.5 on the website. Let me just double check. Well, you know what? Okay. Yes, it is. There is on the end of this about an inch of what really is Rollo link right there on the very end, and you can use that as extension chain. So you can lock it into the closest ring, which will give you a 7.5 inch bracelet, or you can go to the furthest ring, and then you're going to have an 8.5 inch bracelet, which, yep, fits me. So, so you can have that extra room there. Actually, as I'm looking at this on, I really love this design and this style. It's taking the basicness, for lack of a better term, of the Rollo link. Because the Rollo link, it's an everyday chain. You know, been there, done that. And it's making it fancier. It's dressing it up a little bit more. So, like with the shirt I have on today, I'm not going to necessarily get the most dressed up formal pieces of jewelry on with it, although I guess I could. You know, there's no rules anymore. But this is exactly the kind of bracelet that on a Sunday afternoon, if I wasn't at work, if I was just dressed like this, going about errands, that's the bracelet I would have on. Something similar to this. Excuse me. So this bracelet takes, and I'm just going to step off for a second here, takes that appeal of a classic design and dresses it up just a little bit. Just enough. In fact, there on the screen, you can see that pattern. So you have a long oval link and then 3 small links, kind of like a Figaro, 3 plus 1. Oval link, 3 small links. However, it's over the middle of the small links where you have more rings, more gold. And that's really what's taking this Rollo link, excuse me, to the next level, is that fancy extra touch right there. That extra bit of elegance, that extra bit of style, excuse me, and you're getting yourself a designer piece of jewelry. It has, Stephanie might be.
Yeah, I'm distracted because the size 6 came back, so I'm buying it right now.
We did. I don't blame you, believe me. But yeah, if you go to the website for the Panther ring, we do have some sizes that our team did add in, so we do have some more available, so don't worry. It was not just the 7 and the 8, I think it was. There's some added sizes. So go to the
5,
website.
6, 7, 8. And there's 4 size 6s, so I'm not getting the last one.
Thank you. Just wanted to be careful of that. We don't want to steal things out from under you. So there's still a couple more of you can get the size 6. So that's good news.
Yeah.
So go to the website and check that out.
I'm so excited.
I know the feeling. Believe me, when you have that ring and you know, or you order that ring, you know that it's going to be coming your way in about a week's time. There's that anticipation. My gosh, how many of you are maybe buying your first piece of 18 karat with that? There's probably someone that's making, but that was 5 payments, I think, on that too. It was like $30 to get it home. So, and Stephanie just got herself free shipping as well, as you were going to get free shipping on that too, because of the price point there. Over $50, you get free shipping when you order today. So you can get free shipping on that. Or the bracelet, which again, $357, 5 payments there, $71.60. Can get home this beautiful variation on a Rollo link. So it takes something basic and makes it new, freshens it up a little bit. There's a little added elegance to the piece. Because it's 10 karat, again, it is a durable gold. You do have more strength, a stronger piece of gold jewelry right there, and just the depth of the, or the durability of the piece there. This has almost more of a 14 karat kind of shine to it. They've really highly polished all of those rings over and over and over again. So you have that beautiful finish, lobster claw clasp, good large, I guess it's off the shot there, but a good large lobster claw clasp to hold that together.
Oh, that's a huge clasp.
Oh, yeah, it's in the background there. Yeah, it blends in nicely with the design. That's why it was so easy for me to put that on all on my own. But yet it blends in nicely with the design, so it's not something that is obvious and awkward just sitting out there. That is a really nice mechanism, which that'll be held in place securely around your wrist. Again, in 10 karat durable gold, bracelets can get some abuse because they're right there on your wrist, and so as you're banging into a table or something, they can take some abuse. You don't worry about it with that, so you have that added durability. That is why I always refer to it as the durable gold, and it's the affordable one, because you're going to get obviously the lowest price points on that too. That is a winner and a great buy, and we are going to continue here. We have more gold. We'll break from the gold for a little bit in a little while to get some of the gems we didn't show you this morning, and then we'll get right back into the gold, because again, we do have a nice variety of 10, 14, 18 karat and upward. And now,
I specifically asked for that. I've never seen this.
Yeah.
I just had to see it in person.
I have never seen this one either. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. 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 This is 14 karat, Italian made 14 karat. So this is obviously part of some sort of a closeout. I'll have to check something on this in just a second here, because I have a hunch of my own. I'm going to get my loop in just a second, because I want to read some markings on this. Look at the size of this. Look at the size of this chain. Oh my God.
It's subtle, Shawn.
14 grams. Now, wait a second. You're buying 14 karat gold now, 14 grams worth for $1769.99. There are 5 payments on this of $354. I'll be back in 1 second. I have to get my backpack because I can't read the marking on there that I'm trying to see without the assistance of my loop. And I know it's here because it's always with me. It's just a matter of where in this mess.
That's normal. Most people walk around with a loop, right?
Exactly.
That's
so common. Let's see. I can find my calipers. Everybody has a nice set of calipers with them. Oh, there's a spoon. That's always handy. Let's see. There's some cough drops. I'm not making this up either. This is literally what I'm digging through. Where on earth did my loop go? That's now the warning bells are going off, because that is very important to me, because I'm just wondering. There's a couple designers in particular in Italy that there it is, very bottom.
Yay.
That do some of the nicest and finest in gold. And I'm just curious if this is one of their pieces. If it is, then this price is even more silly than it already seems. know what? Yeah, that is not their hallmark. Like I said, all jewelry has to come with the designer marking, 14 karat, Italy, and I do not see the marking of the company I was looking for. There's a few. There's a couple that do really incredible things. But this is not what I was thinking it is. It really doesn't matter. It is so gorgeous. It is 14 karat and it is Italian made. And one of the best things about this is, again, it's taking, well, it's kind of like the last one. It's taking the idea of a Rollo-Link, which is a really basic piece of jewelry, and there is nothing at all basic about this. Every single link, everything is so well done and so well manufactured that that's another reason why I thought the company I was thinking of is Milor. I guess I can say that. Milor is a company in Italy that manufactures some of the single nicest pieces of gold that I have ever seen in my life. And I saw this and I immediately thought this had to be one of theirs. But and so I'm flabbergasted that it's not. It's still gorgeous. It is still from Italy. And thank you, Stephanie. And so you can still wear it with all the confidence in the world. And in fact, if it was one of their pieces, we probably wouldn't be at $1,700. It would probably be well above $2,000 for one of their designer pieces of 14 karat gold jewelry. They're so highly polished. Every single ring is exceptionally highly polished. They have to go through and repeatedly polish every part, and they've done it front and back. Everything about this just shines and sparkles and glows. We're just calling this, what, a reflection bowl necklace. There's not a name like Figaro or Rollo or rope or herringbone that you just attach to it, because it is so high-end and it is so designer. That's the piece that gets its own little presentation in the jewelry store. They'll take just one whole part of the case, just put that one necklace on display just to draw attention to it, and eventually someone will come in and drop the $10,000 for that piece of gold. And today, it's $1,769, 5-star rated item on the website, so you can go and check out for yourself.
I found one a little cheaper.
I'm scared.
Just a little. But look at the gram weight. That's
what I was looking for, 6.7.
Yeah.
Now, again, your chain is 14, so twice as much. $6,568. So you're looking, yeah, 6,000 for 6.7 grams. Okay, I mean, it's $1,000 a gram, basically, a little bit under that, for a 14 karat gold Omega. $1,000 a gram. Yours today, 14 grams, 1,700, doesn't even compare to what you're looking at as far as price goes. In fact, let me just do something here. 1,769. Yeah, $126 a gram for this chain. And at this other chain, $980 a gram. So that is a major difference between the two. This 14 karat is almost at our 10 karat gold pricing. That is fantastic. It is luxurious. It is one you are going to go to wearing again and again and again. You will always fall in love with that. Here are the reviews. Beautiful chain necklace. I just got this in the mail. It is just what I wanted. It's beautiful. The links are large enough to make a statement. That's very true. I am so pleased with this necklace I won't be taking it off. The next one says, you always give us the opportunity to afford items we can only dream of owning.
Well said.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Beautifully put.
That makes you feel good, though, doesn't it?
It does make you feel good when you
really
can
does.
And you know, and that's a good point, because so often yes, other people are going to see it and it's beautiful and all that, but it's how it makes you feel. Mm-hmm. That's what matters most. You're the one that's wearing it all day. You're putting it on, and it's that connection you have to your gold jewelry. It's like me and my watches. I have on one of my favorite watches today. It was one of my dream watches. Finally bought it about 20 years ago. Most people will never notice it. I see it. Makes me feel really good when I have it on. So if someone else sees it and says, hey, that's a great watch, great, bonus. But it's what it does for me here and here that matters. Same thing with that gold piece. It's what it does for you that matters. And of course, just the intrinsic value of all of that gold. I'm going to go put this back so I don't lose it again or misplace it. So put it back right where it should be. There we go. Actually, I might need that again. There's still some more gold, and there's still some other pieces here that I might want to take a closer look at. But we have a lot of great things still to come, and we will be breaking from the gold for a little bit to get back into some gems in a little while. But that is definitely a special one. If you love designer, and that is 100% designer all the way, then by all means, come on in and take advantage of that. Go to shoplc.com. When we do these shows, we're just scratching the surface of our gold inventory. So if you want to look for more gold chains, and by the way, just a little heads up, something that Stephanie and I were just talking about maybe doing next week, possibly working in some of our platinum inventory. Because we have platinum jewelry as well. No, I don't just mean rings, I mean like platinum chains. So we'll see if we can do some of that for next week in our Sunday afternoon time. And then we get to these earrings here. The Love Knot style earrings. This is also Italian made, and this is a steal of a deal. For Italian made Love Knot style earrings at $387.99, and again with the free shipping. Now this time it's a combination, and yeah, you can see it on the website. It didn't quite stand out as clearly as it does here. White gold, yellow gold, rose gold. All three colors of gold. Very distinctive, very unique, each one beautiful for its own reason. And when you put them together, there is a trend that is back, and I've never been happier to see this. Tricolor jewelry comes and goes and comes back and goes, and it's just, this is, I don't know, probably the fourth time I've seen it come back, and I love it.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, one of the first pieces of jewelry I ever bought for my mother when I was a teenager and I was out working part-time and able to make my own money was a tricolor piece of jewelry, and this was a lot of years ago. She still has it, still wears it, so whether the trend comes or goes, it doesn't matter. She still loves that. Same thing with yours. The best thing about this earring is I can take this and pair it up with anything we have out here, whether it's silver or white gold, whether it's yellow gold, whether it's rose gold, anything at all, because this has the three traditional colors of gold jewelry all in one earring. The Love Knot is simply referring to the style, those interlocked rings that they just overlap and interlock together. That's just simply the name on that. This is Italian made 14 karat gold. This design is another thing that has come and gone 50 times. The Love Knot style. It's here. We're going to see it for a while. It'll go away for a while. It will come back again. It always does. The Love Knot designs are very three-dimensional. It's an earring that you can see from every direction, whether it's straight on or not, because those rings interlock and overlap each other. Now there's two other steps to this. As the yellow gold band is polished, plain and simple, polished yellow gold. You'll see the white and the rose are not. Those are satin finished and diamond cut. So there's added work that has gone into each and every one of those to satin finish and to diamond cut those sections here. Bear with me 1 second here. I'm going to, at the point in the day where I need, old man needs his chair. Leg starts to hurt, so going to have to sit down.
It's been 3 hours of talking and standing and
I know.
And, yeah.
Oh, that feels good. So, I don't know, can you still see me? Do I need to move?
Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay. But the Love Knot design, what I was talking about. And again, this is one of those things that mixes and matches. Goes back to the statement I made earlier about earrings. They're your most important jewelry accessory. Earrings are #1 important. That's what everybody else is going to see. You'll see your bracelet, you'll see your ring, you'll see your necklace to a point. Earrings are what everyone else is going to see. And when you have a tricolor earring, my gosh, you can have on your white gold, you can have on your yellow gold, you can have on your rose gold, you can wear silver with it. Everything matches it. It all ties the whole gold wardrobe together. So all of this, and again, 5-star rated item, these earrings are well made as well as beautiful to look at. Such a good choice. So pleased I got them. I will be on the lookout for more. Thank you for all the deals Shop LC brings to us. That's from Patty. We have bought it as a gift. Nice. They are gorgeous with all my piercings. I wanted to put them in my try. And actually, that's a good point. That was from Mary Lou that she brings up, because many of you probably do have multiple piercings. This is another great way to help tie other earrings, little stud earrings maybe that you have together. So if you had a yellow gold bead, rose gold bead, white gold bead, any of those, you can put those in your other piercings. Doesn't matter. Tricolor right there. Perfect way to tie it all together. I never measured these. I got so wrapped up in the fact that we had tricolor again, I didn't even get you a measurement, so let me just do that quick. 5/8 of an inch from the very top to the bottommost part. That's 5/8 of an inch in drop, so a nice size earring. Website says 3/4 of an inch. I saw 5/8 of an inch. Whatever, it's close enough. So it's that perfect spot. I'm gonna hit the earlobe just perfectly. $387.99 is your price. We have 5 payments on that. $77.60 is what is due right now if you want to use budget pay. About 4 pair of those to go around. Most of the items we do when we do these live streams are going to be limited stock items. There'll be a few exceptions, but most of them are going to be low quantity items. So if you see something you like, might be smart to get in as quickly as you can. So what's happening now? We are to
We're gonna do this, and then the 24K chain that it's on will be next.
We're going to start with this pendant.
Oh,
I'm with you.
look at it.
I know. Just, oh man. 24 karat yellow gold. I'm going to begin with, I don't know if it's the elephant in the room or not, but just, with the fact that in this industry for so many years we always told you, and jewelers have told you forever, 24 karat's too soft, you can't make gold out of it. That's why you have the alloys and take it down to 10, 14, or 18 karat. It's true to a point. There are ways where you can make some beautiful pieces of jewelry out of pure gold. And this is pure gold. 24 karat is 4 nines, 99.99% pure gold. No such thing as 100. So this is as pure as you can get in 24 in jewelry. So the entire of the necklace, of the pendant, we'll get to the necklace, is pure gold. This is one of the first times, in fact I can say this, because when I was here before, we never had 24 karat gold jewelry. So this is something new that we're bringing in. And it's been very popular for a lot of years in China and many of the Asian countries. So the fact that we're able to do this now is fantastic. Let me just measure this. It is just about an inch, yes, inch and a 1/16 top to bottom. The sunflower, or the daisy, I guess they're describing, I guess it is more of a daisy than a sunflower, is so feminine and so beautiful. This has just almost a royal kind of feel to it. The petals are so beautifully designed. The inside portion, the circle of the daisy, where you have the little beads that are done in there. This is a 3-dimensional sculpture. It's manufactured in the way called electroform, which is, I explained earlier, with the wax mold. Now they're doing it in 24 karat. This is a fairly new technique to do 24 karat gold electroforming. It's not something that's been around very long. So the companies that are doing this, and there's not many that have been doing this, are taking great pains to be able to manufacture these perfect pieces of 24 karat gold jewelry. And that's what electroform is. There is no seam anywhere here. You have nothing but pure beauty and pure 24 karat gold jewelry. Do you realize how rare and how elite that is, that you own a pure gold pendant? Most people never will. Most people that own gold are going to own 10, 14, 18 karat gold. When you're wearing this and someone compliments you on it, and they will, the first words out of your mouth should be, it's pure gold. It should be the first thing you say. I still remember the very first time my mother bought pure gold earrings, again from our network up north, and 24 karat gold beads, still has them. oh boy, this would have been probably 20 years ago she bought those. So getting to the durability factor, you're wondering, can it stand up? Her earrings are 2 decades old now and still look as good as ever. So yes, it will hold up. And the other thing about 24 karat, the other reason I bring her up is because she does, anytime she gets a compliment on those earrings, first thing she says is, yes, they're pure gold. So you have bragging rights, let's face it, when you're wearing that. And to get 24 karat gold, man, for $399, even back in the day when I was selling this elsewhere in the 1990s and gold was a fraction of what it is today, I don't think we ever did a pendant under $400. $399 for a pure gold pendant doesn't add up. So it's very unusual to be able to see something like that. It's a $4,000 pendant. $4,000 pendant for $399. So yeah, you're saving about 90% off.
I couldn't even find a 24 karat gold pendant when I went shopping. But I found a 22 karat.
Found a 22 karat. Okay. Excuse me. Let's have a look then. Because a 22 karat...
Doesn't give me the gram weight.
That's what I was looking for. $4,000. 22 karat pendant. $3,950. Yep, no gram weight there. It says hollow fill, so I'm assuming it's electroform. But yeah, no gram weight. It's 22 karat. We have 22 karat in our inventory. It's not that expensive, so don't even think about that. But you can now buy 24 karat gold for $400. So when you think about that, I don't think we have any 22 karat today now that I think about it.
No.
No, we do not. There's some in the inventory, so again, you can go to the website or call Personal Shoppers and they'll help you find some. But right now, you are buying 24 karat gold for less than 22 karat, which again, not pure gold. And again, the reviews, 4.6 out of 5 star, and there's 20 ratings.
20.
When you get 20 ratings for an item and it's still up close to 5, that's impressive. Most beautiful pendant I have, someone said. Enjoy wearing it often. Good size. Goes well with my 22 karat, someone else just said. Beautiful, like sunshine. I like this one.
Yeah.
24 karat. Go back.
Oh, sorry.
Wrong way. One more down.
One more down.
Nope, up I mean.
Okay.
There we go. Deborah just said something beautifully. 24 karat. Do I need say more? It's beautiful. You nailed it.
24 karat.
Yeah, need I say more? It's 24 karat, Deborah. You've got bragging rights. The reviews do. They go on and on. Very beautiful. Very nice. Plan to give it to my granddaughter for graduation. Boy, what a graduation gift. She'll have that forever.
Nice.
Wow.
Thanks, Grandma.
I know. I got a suitcase. She's getting a gold pendant. Wow.
Oh, God, everybody used to get luggage for graduation.
Luggage. It was always the graduation gift. Always. Like a sign. Get out of the house, kid. You're 18 now. Beat it. My gosh. That is really nice. Wow, 24 karat gold graduation. That is very special.
Yeah.
You're a good grandma for doing that. Listen though, again, 24 karat pure gold. One person talked about wearing it on a 22 karat chain. We do have a 24 karat gold chain that we can make available for you. So you can get something to put that pendant on that matches in the fact that it is 24 karat gold. But get that pendant, that beautiful flower, a flower that will last forever at that amazing price point. I mean, that really is. To be able to buy a 24 karat gold flower for, well, it was $429. It was less for our show today, $399. Then the chain that we're about to show you now, that it is actually on, pay close attention to this one, because this is an 18-inch long, 24 karat gold X-Link chain. Now, I want to see something myself here.
Do you feel how heavy it is? You pick it up.
That's why I had to. That's the thing about 24 karat. Let me explain what we're making a big deal about for those that have never owned 24 karat. This is pure gold. It is very dense. You will pick this up expecting it to be much lighter, because in your brain is always, one step ahead of you, giving you an indication how heavy something's going to be before you go and pick it up. If I go to pick up this metal ruler, I already have a good idea how heavy it's going to be. My phone, I pick this up all the time, so I have a good idea how heavy this is going to be. Got some text. Okay. When my mind sees this chain, it's going to say, okay, I know how heavy this is, and I know how much effort to use to pick it up. You're going to be very surprised how heavy it actually is, in a good way. It's still wearable. I don't want to scare anyone from that. You have the traditional kind of an S-style clasp on this. You just pull that apart, push that together in order to put it on and take it off. It is plenty strong and secure. But the diamond cutting, and that's why I really wanted to get this over here. Yeah, they have diamond cut each one of these X's. Now, the way that this is made, man, this is really well done. Because it's double-sided, actually. So you have all of these X's. I'm going to, let me see if I can illustrate this back here. Yeah, this is, it's a tough one probably to see until you get this home, because all of these X's are one row and one surface. There is an exact duplicate of that row on the bottom of the chain. So then,
see a little bit better.
Right. Wow, that is nicely done. The diamond cutting is done at all these different angles. So it's constantly catching the light. But, man, they hide it so well. You can't even really tell. You can kind of see how they're connecting points for these X's, because they're looping down and under to connect with that next row of X-links that are under it. So they could have easily created this whole design out of one flat piece. Used connecting rings. This is the way to do it, though. You wind up with more gram weight, 7 grams. You wind up with a much better made piece of jewelry. And it just, when you get it home, you'll see from the side exactly what I'm talking about. This is really, really, really well made. 24 karat gold. So for anybody that's ever had a bit of nerves about buying and wearing 24 karat gold, don't. Do not. Not when it's that well made. If you want to put a pendant on it, of course you can. It doesn't need a pendant. There are some chains, they just need a pendant. It's like without it, it's not that big of a piece of jewelry. Doesn't really show up very well. This isn't that. This shows off beautifully, whether it's with a pendant or without a pendant. And remember, you're shopping now for 24 karat gold jewelry. That exclusive club that I mentioned, that most people will never join, you're now in. You're wearing, you own 24 karat gold. That is so exciting just to be able to think about that you now have 24 karat gold jewelry that you're purchasing. And for $13.99.99. Now, I want to, yeah, $13.99, 7 grams in weight. So once again, now wait a second. $13.99. That's $199 a gram. So for...
We saw 10K for...
I know.
It hurts my brain.
We have lower carat weights for that price. So you're buying 24 karat gold for $1.99 a gram. I wish I could. I had some. I don't think I have at home. I'll have to look. I have an archive of tapes of old shows. I don't have a VCR to play them on anymore, though. That's the problem. But somewhere I must have a 24 karat gold show from back in the day, because I'd love to see what we were selling the gold for back then, because man, so long ago. There has to be one somewhere. You know, nobody makes VCRs anymore. Because I was trying to, because I want to digitize all these old tapes. I had started digitizing all my old tapes, and my VCR broke, and so now I'm stuck with like 10% of all my tapes digitized. So I've got to find a used one or something somewhere. Okay, we're going to get back into the gold in a little bit. We're going to change gears because, oh man, it was a sin to not show this ring this morning. And we ran out of time. Oh, my word, my word, my word. Mexican fire opal. This is on my top 5 list of all-time favorite gemstones.
I did not know that.
Yes. Neon Apatite is solid number 1. This goes back and forth with Anthill Garnet as number 2 and 3. But yeah, Neon Apatite's 1. Right. This is 2 or 3, and then anthill garnet is 2 or 3, depending on the day of the week. Oh man, and this is really, really, really good Mexican fire opal. Mexican fire, well, opals in general. You know, if you think of opal, you think that they're opaque, and many times Mexican fire opals are going to have an ever so subtle opaqueness to them. This is about as clean and clear, and dare I even say flawless, as I have ever seen in a Mexican fire opal. So it's got the orange color that you want, but it also has that transparency that, oh my word, those are fantastic. Really, really good Mexican fire opals. Let me check the sizes on these here. 7x5 in the center stone, that's a 1/2 carat, and then 3.5 millimeter on the accent trillions. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what it says. It looks bigger than that.
It certainly does look bigger than that. Well, that's what it says, so that's what I'm going with. Yeah. The ring, by the way, is $69.99, so it's nothing considering how big these stones are in a 4-point star rated item and the quality that you're getting with these gemstones. This morning we were having the conversation about colors of different gemstones, and I mentioned how sapphire has all these different colors, tourmaline does, garnet does, and there's orange falling within all of those. None of them come close to matching the color of a Mexican fire opal. In fact, it's literally these are things that are just coming to me this late in life. I think the reason why I love this in neon apatite as numbers 1 and 2 is because this has its own neon light quality. It looks like there's a light inside of this that is just reflecting out at you. I do have to get up because I want to show you something on the screen here, because there's those flashes. You can see it just looks like there's this orange light from somewhere within the stone, and as it comes back around, or even there, you can see it's like there's little lights just twinkling inside of this, like you would see from the blue of a neon apatite. That orange is amazing. That is so well done, and the design is so pretty. See, I mean, just look at those golden flashes there. And those are trillions. A very interesting design use with trillions on the side. I would have thought ordinarily what they might do is just some rounds, but no, they've used these beautiful trillions that creates just such a nice complement to the roundedness or edges of that fire opal in the center. If you think opal, I know you think white stones and you think willow opal and all that, but no, opal as a family has a lot of other stones in it, and this is one of them. And again, the reviews on the website, beautifully clean stones. I think my mom's going to love it. Color and clarity are fantastic, a truly amazing ring. And someone else took a picture and posted it on the website, which was a nice little touch to, when you get your ring, take a picture of it. She said this ring is very pretty. The fire opals are quite clear, bright orange red, not a huge ring, perfect size due to the bright color and comfort on my finger. That's a good point. Laura said that, because it is the perfect size due to the bright color. If you had that stone too much larger, it might almost be too much. And I know it's hard to say that sometimes in the world of gemstones, but that hits the sweet spot. That's the perfect size stone. And the setting is in vermeil, so it is all yellow gold over sterling silver. But the flashes and the life within that stone, that's what's going to feel so amazing on. And of course, just the brilliance. You have the accents here in white zircon, which had that perfect little bit of sparkle around that stone. That is a really, really, really impressive Mexican fire opal. If you've never tried this stone, if you like warm colors, if you like anything in earth tones, you will love Mexican fire opal. If you are a fan of November's Birthstone Citrine, that is usually more of a yellow, but once in a while you'll find some Madeiras that get into an orange. However, that is in a league all its own. So much deeper, so much darker, so much richer. So it really does fall into its own little category there, which is unique to itself. Orange sapphire, never going to have the life that fire opal is going to have. There is such a thing as an orange garnet, never going to have the life that fire opal has. So that is extraordinary. And actually, you know what? Perfect timing. I forgot that we had this, because I was just talking about orange garnet, spessartite garnet.
Yep.
And here it is. This is going to be a brighter stone. So I know you won't see this well on your devices, but this is definitely a deeper, darker orange color. This is still orange, but it definitely has a brighter, lighter sort of color to it. So there's a place for each, believe me, in your wardrobe. It's the same kind of thing. If you love earth tones, you're going to love this gemstone. But spessartite garnet of pear shape. Can I see this? What's the millimeter on this? 6'4", yep, 6x4 millimeter, 58 points in weight. This is, as much as I love that fire opal, and you know, we could talk about that forever. When it comes to real inherent value, something that is going to hold its own and that is more valuable, maybe, this would be the one to get, because this spessartite garnet is in a league all its own, is in a class all its own. Of all the different colors of garnet, and there's a lot of them, garnets come in pretty much every color under the sun. There's only a few that are important enough where they deserve their own little specification, their own little name, spessartite being one of them. These come from Nigeria. I feel like they found them in other places over time, but Nigeria, excuse me, is the primary source of garnet. Bear with me 1 second. Thank you. Okay, but Nigeria is the primary source of these. Oh, you know what, in fact, speaking of, I have, since I'm up and moving around here, I want to just double check.
We've got
Page 156. Okay. I have this reference book that I have carried with me.
Never mind.
Literally since the late 80s, early 90s. And every once in a while I have to go to the book to double check something. And here is what I'm doing. So basically, spessartite, grossular garnet, hessonite. It's a very small list of garnets that get their own distinction. Pyrope. That's different. Yeah, so there's only really about 3 or 4 garnets that are so special that they get their own little special name. Now, I was trying to find, okay, mainly found in the United States, Mexico, and Madagascar. Has been found, this is spessartite that I'm talking about, in Western Germany and Italy. Most of those sources, because again, this book was written in the late 80s, early 90s. Most of those sources have all since dried up. So the Nigerian source that we have for spessartite garnet is pretty much it. And they've tried to find these, again, in those regions with no luck at all. So when this mine finally ceases, and that will happen, there's really not going to be another source for spessartite garnet once it's no longer available in Nigeria. Because those other locations that I just mentioned, again, they were producing it late 80s, early 90s. They have since dried up as well. Well, does that mean you'll never ever see any anywhere else? No, of course not. Anything can happen. They may discover tanzanite someday somewhere else, and there's always rumors that they are. But this is a really special one. And because it's an entire neck piece, I've hardly talked about any of these elements here. This is an entire neck piece, 18 inches in length. And you also have moisanites as the accents. Now I'm just going to double check what I said about the size on this, 18, because it looks like there is extension chain. So yes, they did not count the extension chain in that length. So it can go from 18 all the way up to about 20. Yeah, almost 20 inches. So from 18 to 20 inches in length. And you have a very stylish, this is very feminine, this is upscale in that understated way. You know, a piece of jewelry doesn't have to be that big in order to really have a wow factor. This does it in that understated way because of what the gemstone is. To have a spessartite garnet of this size in this design really is very unique and very, very special for you. And get these while you can. And what I mean by that is, well, we have the stones coming out of Nigeria, and so we're able to make pieces of jewelry out of them because eventually it's going to be done and it's going to be over. We have 5 payments right now of $24. The chain is in yellow gold vermeil, yellow gold over sterling silver, silver foundation, yellow gold over top of that. That is a beautiful combination there of the garnet and moissanite. We're starting to use more moissanite as accent stones, which I think is brilliant. That is a beautiful pairing to take your moissanite alongside that beautiful garnet. Perfect combination together. Could have used diamonds, would have taken the price and would have made it a lot more money. So to have that combo together, that works out perfectly. And I know you will enjoy that one. Beautiful gemstone and available right now. If, again, you want to go to the website, check out the other accents. There's some other pieces of Nigerian garnet, and special type garnet that you can check out. Just go to the website, make sure that you have a little look around there, and you will see what I'm talking about. Now, though, we're going to...
We did not get a chance for these this morning, and we couldn't not do them.
We have to, I agree. We have to get to these. Because now we're sharing Colombian emeralds. And I just saw the price of these. We are sharing Colombian emeralds for $99.99. Let's have that conversation again about gemstones and their origins, because emeralds are one that can be found in a number of places. Well, a lot of the emeralds we show you today are Ethiopian, and that's fine. They're beautiful. We will always, or at least I will, I guess every other host is different. I will always compare something in my head, if not verbally, to Colombian emeralds, because they are the best. They are the finest. Today, they are. And they're among the most rare and the most difficult to find. So, in my head, if I see any emerald, I'm going to say, how does that compare to a Colombian emerald? Well, now you can own the bar by which all of the others are judged. You can now own the status piece. You can own the aspirational piece of emeralds, and you can get them for $99.99. I don't price them, I just present them.
Almost a whole carat.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Let's go over the sizes in the carats here. They're 5 by 4 millimeter, 65 points just in the emeralds. Mm-hmm. Then, of course, your champagne zircons, 28, 28 of those, about a quarter carat worth of zircon accents. That is extraordinary. Oh my gosh, the quality of these stones. And by quality, how do you examine an emerald? First off, let's just point out the fact they are real emeralds. These are not lab created. There is a huge trend, and it's been going on a lot of years now, in fact decades now, safe to say, towards lab created. I have no problem with lab created. The thing is, you can spend more than this for lab created. If I'm going to show you lab created, it needs to be priced accordingly. To buy real emeralds for below what most places are selling lab created for, if you have the choice, this is obviously the way to go. You can now own real, genuine emeralds. There's always going to be a rarity factor with real gemstones. With lab created, there is no controlling. There's an infinite supply of lab created emeralds. The big talk these days is lab created diamonds. But there's a finite amount of the real thing, of genuine emeralds, and especially a finite amount of the Colombian emeralds like you are seeing right here. I love our Ethiopian emeralds, don't get me wrong. I love emeralds from other places, but when you can own the aspirational one, the one that all of the others are striving to be, that is what you want to get. That is what you want to be looking at when it's $99. These are $600, and that's good. Our estimated retail value is $600. That's good. To get these for $99.99, that's fantastic. And we do have 5 payments on them of $20 to get them home. So when you're looking at Colombian emeralds, if you've ever thought about purchasing anything in Colombian emeralds, think about these. Because of the price point, you're seeing Colombian emeralds much less often than you used to. We used to, every month, whatever the birthstone was, do a whole big event for that birthstone. We still do, but we can't do them for all the months anymore. Our aquamarine event some years ago got scaled back from 24 hours down to about 12, and I think the last one that I was here for was about 8 or 6 hours. Emerald, same thing. Those events, even if we do have enough product for an all-day event, the amount of Colombian is that versus this for everything else. So it's a much, much, much rarer thing now to see Colombian emerald. So for you to have a chance to get a Colombian emerald and with those champagne zircon touches, that is fantastic. What an opportunity this is, which is why we had to get to these. We missed them this morning. We ran out of time. We thought, well, you know what, let's just bring them back this afternoon to give you a chance to see them because we see so little in Colombian emeralds anymore. And so it's a fantastic treat to be able to extend to you these sorts of deals. And the zircon touches are just the perfect accent for that emerald. Thank you to all of you that are joining us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, however you're finding us. We do these every day, twice a day, this time frame, and then in the morning from 10 a.m. until noon Central Time. So I hope that you will follow Shop LC, so every time we go live, you can get the notifications. Make sure you have those notifications enabled so that you can indeed find out every single time we go live. From those earrings, we're going to move into this dramatic necklace. Okay. We're going to share Grandidierite with you now. I was wondering, what do we mention first when we talk about Grandidierite? Which, by the way, this would be very nice with those earrings. We just showed you a moment ago. Green, extra green gemstone, perfect. There was a time back when I used to work with Cheryl on a regular basis. This was probably 5 years ago now. And one day, someone just texted in on the live line. You know, we have that live line we use in studio where you can email in and text in questions. And someone asked about Grandidierite and just said, hey, do you guys think you'll ever have Grandidierite? Cheryl jumped on the chance to answer that question saying, nope. You know, it's just, hey, we really wish we would. But that one find of Grandidierite was many, many years ago, and it's gone, and it's too rare and too expensive. So that put the top on that. It wasn't probably 3 months later when we were in a meeting with our gem buyers, and they said, you two are going to be selling Grandidierite in a few weeks' time. We each just mouths agape. What did you just say? Because a new pocket had been found of Grandidierite. And so now they were mining the stone again. Excuse me again. I'll continue my story here just as I get a sip of my water. So they were mining the stone again. Now what happened was it was not a big pocket of Grandidierite that they found. And it took, I don't know, maybe 2 years, and it was pretty much all mined out. There's still Grandidierite to be found, but it's all from collectors. And this is exactly what I'm referring to right here. Ranks among the top 10 rare and expensive gemstones in the world. Now, those are two separate top 10 lists. The rare list and the expensive list. There are gemstones that are on the rare list, top 10, that are not on the expensive list. Just as conversely, there are gems on the top 10 expensive list that are not on the top 10 rare list. I know it's almost counterintuitive, but it's the way the gem trade works. If there's no value for it, then it's not going to be expensive. And gem quality Grandidierite is extremely rare. The gem pockets tend to be small and quickly depleted. Literally what I was just saying, that yeah, this one is already done in a very limited mining source. So, but getting back to that top line there, and that's why Cheryl and I were so shocked that we were going to have this chance to show Grandidierite. Because it is on that list of top 10 rare gemstones. There are still gems on that list we have never seen here, and we never will. So this was a big deal when we were able to get these stones in. We have our supply. Like I said, the mining has stopped, and this is it. We make the jewelry as we can, and then every once in a while we find a collector or someone who has Grandidierite that they will now sell us. Because once this stone was found and it started being mined again, you had a lot of people who just bought it up as either an investment or they're collectors for whatever reason. So this neck piece is using 8 pieces of Grandidierite in each and every one of these necklaces. So that's a lot of stone. most of the time when we've seen grandidierite, it's a piece in a pendant, a piece in a ring, one stone used for one piece of jewelry. So this is kind of impressive to see 8 pieces all put into one neck piece. So you can have more grandidierite. You have the pair cuts, of which there are 2 5x3 to 6x4 millimeter. Then you have the oval, 6 of those, and of those they are 4x3 millimeter in size. So those are your 8 stones, and then 14 of the zircons, about 17 points total weight in zircon. So the gemstones come together perfectly because you wind up with a very elegant piece. And this is, for the time of year we're going into, the kind of necklace you want to have. You're looking for something that is going to say holiday season. You're looking for something that is going to say holiday event, holiday party. This does it. And it does it in that way where it's combining the richness of the gemstones with that gold work. There's this subtle, beautiful gold frame around each one of the grandidierites that just dresses those up even more. So now you're looking at gold, you're wearing gold. This is also an adjustable necklace from 18 to 20. So you can go from 18 inches to 20 inches in length. So you have that extra room on this that sometimes you need. For $79, you're now joining a very small club of people that own and wear grandidierite. When you have something that is among the top 10 rarest gemstones in the world and among the top 10 most expensive gemstones in the world, and you can turn around and buy it for $79, and then we have 5 payments, so $16, you can get it home and look at it. You know, you get it home and inspect it, see what you think. You know, it's definitely not something most people have an abundance of in their jewelry collection. Every jewelry box should have at least 1 piece of grandidierite. If you love your emeralds, you will love grandidierite. More rare than emeralds, which is hard to believe, but the fact is that is one of the top 10 rare gemstones. So you can feel good about purchasing a grandidierite necklace for $79.99. There it is. So congratulations if you are grabbing the one and only grandidierite necklace that we have in the show. In fact, man, I think over the past month I've only talked about grandidierite one other time. We had 1 piece in one of my shows a couple weeks ago. Now this one here. We definitely don't have the inventory we used to have.
No, we used to.
You remember, right?
Yeah, when I first started, we had grandidierite, like Smackdown.
Yes,
all that stuff,
yes. It's just that's a sign of, you know, how rare this is now. Now that the mining is done and the pieces are all in someone's hand somewhere. So, wow, that's a good find. Let's see, what does that take us to? We're ready.
One more before we get back into some gold.
One more. Yeah. One more non-gold piece. I won't say gemstone piece because I don't want to mislead anyone, but it is a born on a star gemstone with quite the story to it. It is moissanite, and this is an 18-inch long, again adjustable to 20, moissanite necklace. Now let's just take a look at this for a second. This has to be fairly new. So it's one of those pieces that if it's not being seen for the first time, has not been seen often. This is a frustration of mine because it's so hard on TV or especially in a live stream to really do moissanite justice. You need to see this in person in your own lighting. Even that shot there isn't quite showing all of the luster and the fire that this stone has. Remember, moissanite, I shouldn't say remember because some of you might not know. Moissanite today is a lab-grown version of something that was discovered in the 1800s as part of a meteorite crash that took place. Henri Moissan is the man who discovered this, found this, and there's very, very little of the real moissanite. But this lab-grown version of it duplicates what he found in this big discovery. Moissanite today, moissanite then and moissanite today, has really evolved to the point where people are no longer just buying this as a diamond substitute. They're buying it because of what it is, because it is moissanite. This is something that's going to give you more luster, more fire, and more brilliance than a diamond. Now, many times with things that we say, they're opinions. It can be an opinion on my part. This is prettier than something else. What I just said, though, are actually measurable, tangible things. They can measure brilliance by the amount of light and light dispersion that comes out of an object. And we have illustrations of that we show on television. I don't think they're things you can find on the website, but we have in the past shown you a picture of a diamond, a CZ, and a moissanite. And there's a light source going into each one of these. And then you can see coming out from all of these the amount of fire and brilliance. Boom! Exactly what I was talking about. So, let me get out of your way so you can see this at home. Because the bottom is the moissanite. You can, if you look closely, you can see there's the light source, there's the light source, there's the light source. And it's shooting straight down into the diamond, the CZ, and the moissanite. And you can see the rainbow-like effect. That's the color spectrum. That is the entire light spectrum right there that is coming out of the moissanite from the light source above it. The diamond, CZ, they're pretty, but that's when I say these things are measurable. They can actually measure by doing this that there's more light dispersion, i.e. more fire, i.e. it's prettier than the fire and the brilliance you would get out of a diamond or a CZ. So that's why I say these are measurable things when I make that statement it has more fire and more brilliance, because they can do little tests like that, and you can see how that light explodes from within those. Here's another one. Oh, in fact, this is the other good one too, because now they move the light a little bit. And so you can see the diamond. Again, it's pretty, lots of little white, the light shining through. But there's the light spectrum again. There's all the colors. Remember reading and studying about the light spectrum in science classes? Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, the colors of the spectrum. They're coming out of the moissanite. Not as much with the diamond. And that's a good quality diamond too. You can see the degree of clarity in that. So when you're buying into this is why I say people are no longer just buying this as a diamond substitute. They're buying it for what it is, because it's so beautiful, because it is so pretty, because you get something like that out of your moissanite. So now just imagine, here's where you have to put on your imagination hats. You just have to imagine when you're wearing that neck piece and the light's hitting it, and you get those sort of effects, the reaction that it's going to have, or just how beautiful that's going to be for you to look at and to see. And that at $97.99 does not do justice to how beautiful this is and how wonderful that's going to be when you're wearing it. It's a carat quarter total weight. It's all moissanite. We've started to use moissanite more and more often now as accent stones for other things. Did you have something else?
No, I just got a comp here.
Oh, good. Good. Her necklace with 1 carat D-color twinkle moissanite. I don't know what they're trying to say. I think they're trying to compare it to a D-flawless diamond, I guess. Because there's not really a grading system for moissanite since it's grown in a lab. It's consistent, but I think that's what they're implying. And they're also saying it's $368 for a carat of moissanite in silver. Now, again, I got to be fair. That's really not bad. I've seen moissanite sell for a lot more than that, so that's not terrible. But a carat of $368, and you're getting a carat quarter for $97. That's a lot better. But getting again, just the opportunity that you have here to get something that for the holiday season, it's going to feel so wonderful. It's going to feel so good for the holiday parties that are going to start popping up. In fact, I know of one in about a week's time, a company that my better half worked for is already having their holiday parties.
No way.
November 4th. Yeah.
How is, what?
I know. Places book up, and so it was either you put off the holiday party until late January, or
people do that too.
Yeah. That's the company I was working for was doing that, or you have it first week in November. It's just they got to get venues when they can. So they're going to be starting. This is the kind of necklace you're going to be wearing to those company holiday parties, and you will fall in love with. When do we have ours? Have they announced anything yet about a holiday party?
They haven't announced it yet. We usually do it in December, though.
Yeah, it's usually in December. That's our company throws a really nice holiday party. So.
They do.
Yeah.
I did my first one last year. It was nice.
Oh, good. I guess you weren't at the last one I was at. No. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, they're nice. We have a good time at those. So I'm looking forward to that already. Assuming there is one. But again, an 18-inch long neck piece, in vermeil yellow gold, platinum over sterling silver, carat and a quarter. $97.99 for something that will feel so wonderful on anytime you put it on. It again, it's more than just a diamond substitute. It is something that in and of itself is so fantastic. It's hard on TV and through these streaming events to really show it to you. You'll see it in person and you will know exactly. You're going to open that box. Again, it's one of those I say, do it outside on a sunny day. And you say, I understand what Shawn was talking about now. Now I get it. Back into the gold.
Back into the gold. We got about 4 more pieces.
Okay.
This last hour.
This time is going
45
fast.
So fast. Where is
Here
the
it
middle?
is.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay.
And then we'll do the chain that's on next.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so butterfly first, then the chain it's on. The butterfly is in 10 karat gold. Oh, this is nice. This is one of our Made in America pieces. This is something else that is new, where we have these specifically made in America pieces of 10 karat gold. This is a yellow gold butterfly, and it is $67.99. Let me get around to the front here. I have to do a measurement, about an inch or so. This is cute. That's exactly the word. There's a much better shot of the screen behind me. That is a cute butterfly. The way that the wings are designed, you have the granulation, the beadwork on this butterfly antenna, body of the butterfly. It's so straightforward and so easy to see. You know, sometimes we'll call things a butterfly, and I gotta be honest, it's a bit of a stretch. It's like, really? That's a butterfly? Okay, whatever.
Okay.
But no, that is a beautifully designed butterfly. And it's all in 10 karat yellow gold. We have a pit bull that is obsessed with butterflies, and if they're in the backyard, he goes chasing after them. He's never caught one, but it's the cutest thing just to watch. It's just, he's supposed to play. He's not trying to be
What's his name?
mean to them. Woody.
Woody.
Yes. Just got him in January, so we have we have 2 dogs that are under Texas law defined as vicious animals. They're the biggest babies in the world. It's just I don't know.
What is your other?
We have a Doberman.
Doberman.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, big Doberman. But the most cuddly, lovable creature ever.
What's his name?
That's Kane.
Kane.
Yeah. So, again, wonderful animals, but anyway, just this is the kind of
ferocious beast.
Yeah, exactly. You know, oh boy, so scary. Please, wouldn't hurt a fly. When you see butterflies and you have conversations like that about your garden, you have conversations about animals. It gets conversations started because it is such an interesting, fascinating creature. I was telling someone about this at work the other day, how it is that a monarch can fly the distance that they do. You see them flutter, it's so gentle. They're going to go from Mexico to Minnesota? What? It's just the amount of distance that they travel is insane. And you just think of how magical that is. And now here it is in a pendant that you can wear and enjoy in 10 karat gold. Weighs just about 60 points in gram weight. Again, it's by no means something big, something heavy. It's designed to be delicate in far as shape and size, like a butterfly. In fact, ideally, this might be a wonderful, you can actually use that as a charm on a charm bracelet. If you have one of those little clasps, one of those connecting rings.
Yes.
That would be adorable on a charm bracelet. So think outside the box with this. For the times when you don't need this massive pendant, you want something on it, again, that is sweet, feminine, beautiful, and butterflies being so symbolic, changes, transformation, evolution, evolving, so maybe that has a special meaning in your life or for someone in your life. Those words take on very special meaning. Then wouldn't it be wonderful to give that as a gift this holiday season? When you present it, explain, well, yeah, here's why I'm giving you a butterfly as a gift. It's got this symbol of change and transformation, and knowing what you've went through in your life, maybe that takes on special meaning. So I'm trying to think, Dolly Parton had a song, "Love is like a butterfly, Soft and gentle as a sigh. Oh, what's the next line? Multicolored, something about the wings. It was very poetic, and now I can't think. It's a beautiful song, too.
I looked it up.
Have you heard her latest little rock and roll thing that she's done?
No. What do you think? Oh, okay.
I'm a big Dolly Parton fan, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, she's just country.
I know. It's so... I have country so ingrained in my head that when I hear the song, it's like, this is a country voice, because you can still hear the country in her voice. I don't know. You at home, check it out. Listen to it.
Okay.
And let me know what you think, because I'd be curious. So, the necklace you said, that it's on, is next.
I love this two-tone.
At first, I'm glad you said that, because at first, in fact, let me come around to the front here for a second, so I got to see that. That is a proper two-tone. I thought it was just the way they diamond cut it, but no, this is a two-tone necklace. There is yellow, there, you can see better on the screen, yellow on the edges, and then the diamond cut white through the center. So that is nicely done. That is 14 karat gold. Can you scroll down on this page for me, please? I want to look and see. Two-tone. Okay, so it is just white and yellow. I wasn't sure if they did a rhodium finish on that. It was just white and yellow, but now it says two-tone gold. So that is, there's the hallmark, 14 carats. You know that it is 14 karat gold. But yeah, that is simply the white gold, and they do still diamond cut it. So the diamond cut part I did have right, but that is white gold that goes over the yellow. That's a separate 14 karat. And then they diamond cut it. So that is what's giving you this real bright added sparkle to it. It has this scintillation that, man, I'll tell you, that butterfly pendant would be so nice on this, because as this catches the light, in fact, two things are happening. Your white gold, diamond cut heavily, sparkles, glittery. But even the edges that are in yellow, they're so highly polished that even they have their own sort of reflection and shine and glow to it. So you wind up with the twinkling and then the warm glow. It's like a compare and contrast between them, because you're going to, yes, have gold universally throughout the piece. It is 14 karat, but you have this warm glow, very intense, and then this twinkle off of the white that is very intense. So it winds up with this beautiful combination together. Now this is, I think I even saw on here, no, this is one of our, this is one of our proprietary pieces. 4 grams of 14 karat. We have this priced at 10 karat pricing, though. This is really crazy what is going on for a 14 karat gold pave chain. And pave, again, just simply referring to the fact that you have what looks like that paved diamond or sort of look. But that is beautiful. And you can now get in on an 18-inch length, 4 grams in weight. Starting to get up there again with some of those gram weights. So that is a bigger gram weight piece at 4 grams of 14 karat gold. Truly, literally priced where we should have, and where we do have some of our 10 karat gold pieces. So if you love that pattern, that design, it's a variation on a basic curb link. Always going to look good, always going to be fantastic. That is a great size and an easy one to wear. And with the two-tone, it's similar to the earrings we showed you earlier that had the tricolor. That's going to work with white gold. That's going to work with yellow. That, in fact, honestly, you can even still do rose gold with that, because now have a rose gold band, white and yellow on your necklace. It's all 3 of the main colors of gold, so you're all decked out in your own little tricolor combination. That's a good one. And at $4.59, right about $100 a gram.
And 4 grams. I found one.
Oh, let's see.
One.
3.2 grams, not far away.
It's
14 karat rope, $2,300. Okay, again, math time here. 2,000, just gonna call it 2302 divided, whoops.
My computer's just updating.
Where'd it go?
Yeah.
What was the gram weight, do you remember?
It was, I think, 3.3.
$697 a gram. So we'll just call that $700 a gram. And yours is $4.59. And it's 4 grams, about $1.14 a gram. So major difference in numbers between the two. I love computers.
Yeah, especially when it shuts down.
Yes, exactly.
Once every show.
Oh my God.
Like clockwork.
It couldn't have waited another 10 minutes.
No, it's tired.
Had to do it right. Well, we're all tired.
There's a lot of updates that it has happened since 3 hours ago when it shut down.
I'm a Mac guy for a reason.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I had to get a PC for the other job that I had after I left here, and it was so hard to sit at that thing 8 hours a day every day. Anyway, we are getting ready to move along. We will move along anyways, whether the computer wants to help us or not, and show you. Oh boy.
I like this one too.
I love this one. This actually, wow. This takes me back, again, back to the Value Vision days. There was a ring that literally, I think every female host wound up buying at one point. I know Carmela had it, Charla had it, Kendi had it, Laura, Pam probably had it, but those 4 I know for sure had. It's almost identical to this ring here. This is, again, everything old is new again. So those big bold bands from in fact, at one point, I mentioned Kendi, she's still a host up there. She had a whole collection of what we called at the time cigar band rings. I don't know if we could even safely use that term anymore, but because they were similar to the wide bands that you used to see on cigars back in the day. And that ring, which is very similar to this, was in that collection. But like I said, every woman host back then owned it. I'm so happy to see these big, bold designs coming back again. For so long, we haven't seen these big, bold gold rings. And this is, man, I should, $237.99. I gotta, next time I talk to Kendi, I gotta see if she still has some of those rings, because I can picture them as clear as day. This is decades ago now, and it's just so many of them. Because those bands, just think again what you spent, well, and actually, going to that topic, $237.99 is about what we were charging back then for some of those big wide bands in gold, and gold was a lot less money back then than it is today. So you are really getting a great buy on this. This is in 10 karat Italian. Yes, it is Italian. I stopped myself. It is Italian gold, 10 karat Italian gold, and this beautiful, what they call like a checkerboard cut. It's this wonderful, like a puff design that you can only do, I'm assuming, well, maybe, actually I was going to say no, there would be another way, yeah, because it's not electroform. They actually did, this has the feeling of electroform, but it's not. That actually is. That is from a mold that is created in the very traditional way of making a 10 karat gold band. So I'm even more impressed now with the price point, because you're going to need more gram weight, in fact almost 3 grams in weight on this. Yeah.
That's like 80.
I know, the more I'm adding this,
Italian?
more I'm adding this up in my head. And it is Italian made. Yeah, this is Italian made 10 karat gold. I'm having my own little reality check right here live as we do this. For well under $100 per gram for a heavy gram weight ring that is so good looking. It's got that statement. This will become your signature piece. There was a, again, vintage term almost now. We used to always talk about the right hand ring. That was a big thing. Right hand ring. It was an empowerment ring for a woman to wear. You had your wedding band on one hand, and then on the right hand, you would have your right hand ring. This is a great example of that. For most people, that never went away. You still have that empowering piece of jewelry. That's something you put on, and that is your empowering ring. This is that. It's definitely going to become a signature piece. It is a ring you're going to go to again and again and again and again. One of those that you will just revisit all the time on your hand. That beautiful puff design, the way that it has that quilted, like, and literally like a quilt. If you've ever, a proper quilt with all the segments and that have fill in them, that's what this looks like. It looks like a quilt on the outside with the different triangular segments that seem raised up and just look like a puffy design in 10 karat yellow gold going all the way around the hand. 5-star rate. In fact, the first one, I love. Victoria said, "A gift for me!" Exclamation point, exclamation point. Love it. Oh, thank you, Leslie.
Yep, there you go.
I swear I did not read it before the show. Leslie just said, "Great cigar band ring."
Yeah.
Perfect for dominant fingers. I love the throwback design of the 70s. And now that screen just went down.
What heck?
All of our computers.
What the heck? How did that happen?
Oh.
What are you doing? What are you doing to my
The whole
equipment?
system's shutting down. It's like, they're done in a few minutes. We're just going to go ahead and
What's it trying to
reboot
tell us?
ourselves now. Oh my gosh. Stephanie has 4 computers over there that she has to have to do these shows. And now 2 of them have just rebooted on their own.
Yeah.
So we just need to make it another 4 minutes, too.
It's not that hard.
No.
Computers?
Oh, my goodness gracious. It's the same brand, so I guess it must have just been something in that brand's brain that they're going to reboot this time of day. So, anyway, I was reading the reviews. You can go to the website because someone was commenting on it's that cigar band style, just as I was mentioning a moment ago. So again, one of those terms that you don't hear a lot of anymore, but someone else even acknowledged that term and the throwback style. I love the fact that we can see these things again. Everything old is new again, and these nice, comfortable, wide bands. Oh, and they're starting to say, before the computer went down, it's not a comfort fit, but it does fit comfortably, I think is where the sentence was going, and that's because of the way this is designed. It's going to be flush with the finger here and here on the top and the bottom, basically, and then the rest of it, it's all going to lift up off of the hand. So it's still going to be very, very comfortable on the hand. So it still feels great, still looks great on, but you have your full range of motion still. It's not that big where it's just all of a sudden now, I can hardly even move my fingers. It's restrictive. This is not going to be that ring, and that rich, rich, rich color of the 10 karat yellow gold is fantastic. Now a good jeweler could size this, because I think we just have the one size remaining.
Yeah.
I would say just find a different finger for it, because it really is great on any finger. I always hate having to take me to the jewelers and have them deal with it. Not that I haven't done it with rings in the past, but it's always nice when you just say, you know what, I like it as a pinky ring or an index finger ring. So maybe that size 7, I think it was, works better on a different finger. Well, then by all means, just put on a different finger. Boy, for that price, again, you are just outright stealing that from us. We're just in the waning couple of minutes here. I want to take just a couple minutes here actually before we do in fact close this out and remind you that we do these every day now. So from 10 to noon Central, 2 to 4 Central, every day we run through live streams on all the different forms of social media. If you haven't followed us yet on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, or Twitter, or any of the things out there, find us. We're on pretty much all of them. YouTube, we don't stream our shows on the live stream here on YouTube, but we have a YouTube channel where you can watch
And we're showing the replays on YouTube.
And the replays are
So
going
in
in
about 6 hours, it'll be posted on YouTube.
That's the place I saw. I knew I saw the replays somewhere. It's on YouTube.
That's fun.
So go to the YouTube channel and you can check those out.
Yeah.
Facebook, obviously, follow us on Facebook. Share these if you're watching them on Facebook, because we have a lot of ways that you can find the show. Did I miss anything?
That's a lot. That was a lot of information.
Just wanted to make sure I got all the bases covered here. So, because we are putting the top on things here, but we do come back tomorrow. Well, I won't be back tomorrow. I'll be back actually this week. Where am I this week? I'm in the overnights Tuesday, Wednesday, I think, and then Shawn and Dan are back together.
Oh, fun.
If you
When is
missed it
that?
last week, Friday. This time we're doing the full day together. So it'll be 4 to 6 Central,
Okay.
and then 8 to 11. So please join us, 8 to 11 in the evening, 4 to 6 in the afternoon. Shawn and Dan show is back. And there's a little clip I put on the various forms of social media, so you can check those out here, because that's going to be a good time. And
It's a very professional, very reverent type of environment that I would say.
What channel were you watching?
Very. You guys take yourselves and your job very seriously.
I think she's watching National Geographic Channel or something. No, trust me, it's
Such
the
reverence for the
Yeah.
industry.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'll be back next Sunday in this time frame with the live streams, and we are going to be working on doing some platinum, fingers crossed, we can get some platinum into the show next week as well. And obviously I'm always game for some more watches, so we'll hopefully find some things like that we can share with you. So please just, again, spread the word, join us on the live streams, and they are interactive, so I hope maybe next week we can get some more questions or something out there. If there's anything in particular that you always have wanted to ask us, wanted us to educate you on, this is the best venue to do that. So we are going to put the top on things here. Stephanie's just loading in some last minute products into a computer that hopefully will not say anymore.
Yeah,
I'm gonna jinx it.
timing.
I'm gonna jinx it, so I won't say anything more. And we do, of course, want to thank all of you for having been a part of this live stream event here on this Sunday. And follow us on all forms of social media. And I guess anything else I need to say?
No, that was it. We have some good stuff that we didn't get to.
Yeah.
Scanned it in.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah, so please do. And of course, the website shopLC.com, your best source to see the entire inventory. Go there, check it out as you can. Otherwise, Hunter tomorrow, I think it is, will be in the shows, and I'll see you next Sunday.
Right, and. Yeah, this one's never shut down on me before, Shawn. It just.
That was so weird.
It didn't warn. It didn't. Yeah.
It's like, wow, all of a sudden that crashed, and then all of a sudden the other one just decided to. Yeah, see, they're both the same Asus.